Welcome y'all to Robin on the Farm. I recently shared with y'all my very favorite recipe for sourdough discard sandwich bread, and I got lots of questions about how to make that recipe into rolls. So I'm making some rolls for my family today, so I figured I'd show you exactly how I make really yummy sourdough discard rolls. They are delicious. I love making sourdough discard recipes because you get to use up some of that sourdough discard that's been accumulating. You don't want to let it go to waste. And it combines that wild yeast with the commercial yeast, so you get really good, quick bread and rolls. So let me just show you how to make these really good sourdough discard rolls made using your bread machine dough cycle. Okay, to get started, I'm going to use 1 1/4 cups of lukewarm water. You want this to be about 100 to 110 degrees. Just pour that right into your bread machine loaf pan. Be sure to get the loaf pan out of your bread machine. If you have any spills or anything like that, it'll be a mess inside of your bread machine. So be sure to get your loaf pan out. Now, after 1 1/4 cups of your warm water, now you want some melted butter, or you can use oil. Now, I'm using 1/4 cup of melted butter, so that's a 1/2 stick of butter. This is salted butter, but you can also use unsalted. Like I said, you can also use oil if you'd rather do that. Any kind of oil will be just fine. Now I'm going to add my sourdough discard. This is a 1/2 cup of sourdough discard, and this has been accumulating in my refrigerator for a little bit. So this is probably about a week old, but you can even use active sourdough starter in this recipe if you want to. But if your sourdough discard has been sitting in your refrigerator for a really long time, it can start getting a little bit off tasting. So that will really affect the taste of your rolls. So watch out for that. Now that is my sourdough starter Hester. If you want to try mine, I have Hester freeze-dried and available on my website, robinonthefarm.com. Okay, after your sourdough discard, now we want 1 tablespoon of some sugar. You can also use honey. I'm using brown sugar today. I usually use white sugar, but I got out the brown sugar and it'll work just fine. So 1 tablespoon of sugar, brown sugar, honey, maple syrup, anything you want to use like that. Now it's time for our flour. Now normally I'll use bread flour when I'm making my sourdough discard sandwich bread and rolls, but I also said that you can use all-purpose. So today I'm going to use all-purpose and show you that these turn out awesome using all-purpose flour. So I'm going to use 4 cups of this all-purpose flour. Now I'm going to leave you the printable recipe down in the description and on my website, robinonthefarm.com. So be sure to print that out. So 4 cups, I'm going to put it right in here. There we go. 4 cups of all-purpose flour or bread flour, either one that you want to use. Now after our flour, now it's time for some salt. I love to use this Redmond's real salt. This is what I use in all of my baking and cooking. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. Just be sure not to pour it over your bowl like this. You might over salt, and it's one of your last ingredients, so you don't want to do that. So 2 teaspoons of salt. This Redmond's real salt is such a pretty light pink color. I love it. Okay, after the salt, now it's time to add our yeast. This is our commercial yeast. We already added our wild yeast, the sourdough discard. Now this is our commercial yeast. Now for this recipe, I'm going to add 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. So put that right on into your bread machine loaf pan with everything else. Now, a lot of people think you aren't supposed to let the salt and the yeast touch, and that's true for a lot of bread machine recipes that you might use your delay setting on, but if you're going to get it mixing and kneading right away, doesn't matter, you can throw it right on top of each other. So 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. I'm using my Saf Instant yeast. I buy it in bulk like this. This is a 1-pound package. It's really economical to buy it like that. Put it in the freezer and it's going to last forever. Get it out whenever you want to make some bread or some rolls like we are today. And those are already all of our ingredients for our sourdough discard rolls. Now I'm using the 2-pound recipe to make these rolls. Now I'm going to use my Zojirushi Home Bakery Supreme bread machine. I love this thing. This thing has been used and abused. I use it all the time and I just love it. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press the dough cycle It's an hour and a half long. And I'm gonna press start. This is gonna start mixing and kneading. Now, if you have a bread machine like this and you wanna turn off the preheat, you just wanna hold down the time and the cycle button for a few seconds, and that preheat will turn off and it'll get mixing and kneading right away. I'm gonna let this mix up just for about 5 minutes, then I'm gonna check on my ball of dough. If you use a bread machine, you have got to check on your ball of dough. You wanna be sure that it's not too wet, not too dry. And if you do that, then you're gonna have fantastic bread, fantastic rolls. It'll make the hugest difference. So in just a few minutes, I'll check on it. I'll let you know exactly what it should look like. Mixing up for about 5 minutes. It's not looking too wet. It's not sticking to the sides or to the bottom. And it's also looking like it's coming together into a nice smooth ball of dough. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut the door and let this continue mixing and kneading. In about an hour and a half, the dough cycle is gonna be done, and it'll be time to shape this into rolls. It's been an hour and a half, and the dough cycle is complete. Look at that beautiful dough. Now I'm gonna turn this dough out from the bread machine loaf pan, press it out, and divide it into rolls. I'm using a 12-inch cast iron skillet to make these rolls just for some variety. So I'm gonna divide this dough up into 16 pieces. But if you wanna use a 9x13, then I usually like to divide my dough up into 12 pieces and do 3 rows of 4. This is the perfect time to use your bench scrape or your dough cutter, or simply just a knife to cut your dough apart. To shape my rolls, I like to just stretch and fold my dough together at the bottom, pinch that seam together at the bottom, and this will just give you a really nice rounded roll with some really great surface tension. You'll get really pretty shaped rolls doing it this way. Now I have all 16 of my rolls shaped and in my 12-inch cast iron skillet. It's very well oiled. Now it's time to let these rise for about 45 minutes. My sourdough discard rolls have been rising for about 45 minutes. It's really going to depend on your elevation and how warm or cool your home is. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I'm going to throw these in to bake for about 20 minutes. My sourdough discard rolls are fresh out of the oven. I let these bake for 20 minutes. You can let yours go a little bit longer if you want them a little bit more brown, but this is how I like my rolls. They look so good and they smell so good. Now what I like to do when I get my rolls out of the oven is I like to melt a little bit of butter in my cast iron melting pot, and I like to just brush them all over the tops of my rolls. This will give you that pretty shine, that yummy buttery taste, and it'll give you even softer rolls. These sourdough discard rolls smelled too good baking and too good fresh out of the oven, so my family had to dig into these before I was able to show them off to you. But look what a perfect little sourdough discard roll this is. Let's break into it and let me just show you how soft and fluffy, what a fantastic texture these sourdough discard rolls have. They have such a great tang from the sourdough discard, and they're soft and tender and light and pillowy and perfectly pull apart. These are some of my very favorite rolls to make. I'm going to leave the printable recipe down in the description and on my website, robinonthefarm.com. Try these out. I think you're going to like them. While you're on my website, be sure to check out our handmade beeswax bread bags. This is what I like to store all of my homemade breads in, and look at all these cute patterns we have. Also, if you want to make this recipe into a loaf of bread, be sure to see that video too. Thanks so much for being here with me on Robin on the Farm. I'll see y'all next time.
Robin's in the kitchen, dough beneath her hands, wheat from the fields and eggs from her land. Sunlight through the window, a warm golden glow. She's working hard to make that dough. With flour on her apron, love